the founder of Binance, said AI will transact 1,000 times more than humans. Not 10 times, not 100 times, 1,000 times. And he said it will use crypto, not Swift. Raoul Pal gave the timeline: 4 years. Two of the most connected figures in finance just define the two variables that matter: volume and time. What neither of them defined is the settlement rail. Because the rail was never going to be chosen. It was built before the question was asked. The infrastructure loading for agent-to-agent settlement on XRPL, the compliance architecture, the HTTP 402 payment protocol integration, the T54 strategic positioning, the RLUSD stablecoin layer is not beginning, it is completing. And when CZ's 1000x volume meets Raoul Pal's 4-year timeline, the network that has already loaded the infrastructure does not compete for the flows. It receives them. And what receives the flows does not gain more volume. It becomes the financial system. I am the Calm Analyst. What I do on this channel is take the structural mechanics, the institutional data, and the documented infrastructure record and read them precisely, without the noise, without the emotion, without the agenda. Let me now map what CZ actually said and what most people missed when they heard it. At Binance Blockchain Week, CZ made two statements that the broader market is still failing to read structurally. The first was a volume projection. AI will transact 10 to 100 to 1,000 times more than humans. He did not say this as speculation. He said it as a structural observation about the mechanics of autonomous execution. CZ founded the largest crypto exchange on Earth. He has watched transaction volume grow from hundreds of thousands per day to hundreds of millions per day. He understands the scaling curves better than anyone alive. When he chose the number 1,000, he chose it deliberately. The transaction layer is moving from biological agents to software agents. Software agents do not sleep. They do not deliberate. They do not hesitate. A single agent can execute thousands of microtransactions per second across dozens of protocols simultaneously. Now multiply that by millions of agents. That is not 10x. That is not 100x. CZ chose 1000x because the math of autonomous execution leaves no other number. The second statement was the settlement declaration that most coverage skipped entirely. AI agents will use crypto, not Swift, not the traditional banking rails, not the correspondent banking system that takes 3 to 5 days.